It's that time again, everybody. Fortnite has come out with some brand new Spidey skins and cosmetics, and we're gonna take a look at all of them. Wait, what do you mean they aren't new anymore? I'm late? Anyway, Fortnite has had a really good track record when it comes to adapting both comic book suits and movie suits. This time we're gonna be looking at a set of movie suits, that being the Across the Spider-Verse set.
Wow.
First up, we got Spider-Man Noir. He was a fantastic pick since this man literally holds a gun. He looks so great. The cel-shaded look with the classic Spider-Verse style looks so peak. I've honestly never been a huge Noir fan, but I do think this design is pretty nice. We've got a sick trench coat and hat, as well as these big round goggles made to look like Spidey eyes. I love it. He's not my favorite of the bunch, but he looks so great nonetheless. Next we got Absolute Cinema Spider-Punk. He is the best of the whole bunch. What a dripped out, deliciously designed individual.
What?
The messy white webbing, the mascara running down the lenses, the jacket, the torn up suit, the shoes. It's so good. This is the best Spider-Punk design by far. You know exactly who this man is just by looking at him. He's also got some styles. We got Hobie without the mask. How does this man fit his entire hair situation into that mask? Then we got the outline style. I like it on because it's consistent with his art style, but I do always find myself turning it off since sometimes with it on you're kind of a glowing, blinking target to other players. But overall, it's peaked this week. Now, before we get to the biggest disappointment since my birth, we're going to talk about Miles and Miguel. I kind of glossed over them when I discussed them previously, so I want to give their suits the attention that they deserve. Let's talk about Miles's armpit bleeding suit. I think it's honestly really bland and kind of boring. I do like it, but it's just so painfully simple. Honestly, I just hope they give him his classic suit in the next movie. I would love for them to put their own spin on the OG design while still keeping it faithful to the original vision. But anyway, I still think it's good. It's just extremely simple. Like, the best they could do is a line. That's it. I do have to give credit where it's due. The logo work is excellent, especially in the back, and it's just fun to see this costume in motion. The red streaks really highlight Miles' lankiness. But like, what are they feeding this kid, bro? He's like 8'10", I want some of that. Anyway, time for Miguel's suit. This is probably the best redesign ever of the character. Yes, it is blue, which is the wrong color, but like, who even cares anymore? I prefer it black, but I've kind of accepted that we're never going to see a properly colored version of everyone's favorite Irish Mexican man with an AI chat GPT girlfriend. Where was I? Oh yeah, the suit. The logo has been completely redone from the comic version, now resembling a spider much more closely rather than the death's head that was represented before. I really like this change. Everybody knows Spider-Man 2099 doesn't really look much like Spider-Man, especially without a web cape, so this was kind of necessary. Some people may not like it, but I really enjoy the added red onto the suit. The arrows below the knees kind of come out of nowhere, but that isn't a big problem for me. The red soles especially help round out the colors of the suit, which was always my main problem with the original. They even give you the web cape. Thank God. This is like the only game that gives this man the cursed web cape. Next, I want to talk about a huge disappointment. The Peter B. Parker skin. When I heard that Peter B. was getting added to the game, I thought it was a great idea. There are so many people out there that missed out on one of the best adaptations of Peter's classic suit just because they didn't own the battle pass or weren't playing at the time. And having a new classic style skin in the shop could satisfy all these people. It's not the exact same, but it's still classic Spidey. It would be a perfect idea. However, that's not what happened. Instead, we got this. Sure, it is unmistakably Peter B, but you can't put on the mask, you can't take off these nasty slippers, and worst of all, you're stuck with this robe. You can't even see the suit underneath from the back. I may be one of the people who did get the Battle Pass skin, but I still feel so bad for all the people that didn't, because now they're just stuck with this. Aside from that, I just think this looks very unimpressive. I'm not buying this. They did do the face model perfectly, and the suit looks pretty good in the rare moments when you can actually see it. But unfortunately, this is a rare Fortnite flop. A bit of an oopsie daisy, if you will. But anyway, that's all for these skins. They do come with some emotes and pickaxes and whatnot, but they aren't really worth talking about. I'm not going to give you an overview of a steak with a slice of pizza on it. As for the skins I'd like to see in the future, I'm still holding out hope for a comic accurate Miles suit. I would love to see any of Ben Reilly's suits in the game, except Chasm and the mouth one. I'd really like to see them add the TASM 1 suit and the Marvel Rivals suit, since it's recently become one of my favorite redesigns of the character. Not too long ago, Iron Man got a new skin that has a bunch of styles based off his comic book appearances, and that's so cool. I know they would never do this, but I still want it with Spider-Man. Imagine a skin that adapts the suits from the Ditko era, John Romita's taken the costume, Todd McFarlane, and so many others. That would be the definitive Spider-Man skin, and would more than satisfy those who didn't get the Battle Pass skin. In fact, Iron Man has like 3 skins now, so his Battle Pass problem is more than taken care of. I would always like to see more MCU Spidey suits, like the Stark suit, or of course the final swing suit. I would even take the Iron Spider, honestly. But that's all from me. Take care, and have a super blessed day.